And the Kenadu is now the only remaining seed disperser for a lot of our plants and trees. He can swallow something about 3/4 the size of his own head. So it'd be like us trying to swallow a cantaloupe melon whole. And the even more important thing is that he also passes out the other end whole. So swallowing a cantaloupe melon whole and passing out the other end whole. And you get why these guys are so important. Because they disperse the seeds of about 70 different native plants and trees. And they're the only remaining seed disperser for some of our trees, like our tawa. Of why you shouldn't introduce animals where they shouldn't be. So beautiful, just to remind ourselves what a big pest problem they are. I had to give this beautiful girl a horrible name. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is pestilence. Pesty for short. So again, they're just a prime example of why you shouldn't introduce animals where they shouldn't be, because they can do a lot of damage. Was she having a wee there? You guys are in the firing line, I'd be careful. Classy Australian, eh? They're beautiful, beautiful animals, but they are probably the biggest pest species any country has ever had to face. Huge, huge problems. Now, as I said, Australian vegetarians here in New Zealand, because there's so many, they're having to find new food sources. So they started to raid nests, they eat eggs, they eat chicks as well. They don't really do it in Australia, so massive problem. So we are having to trap. So I don't know if you noticed, but before humans came to New Zealand, we had no native land mammals except 3 species of bats. So just a paradise for our birds and our reptiles. And now unfortunately we've introduced over 30 mammal species that are established now in New Zealand. So anything like cats, dogs, stoats, deer, hedgehogs, possums, these animals are all introduced by humans. They're out competing our native birds, and they're finding them really easy lunch. So Hugo found, our little flame here, found some leftover food from the show this morning. I think that's, hey, welcome to the show, mate. Good on you. Now, so again, these introduced mammals doing a lot of damage. Now we've lost 40% of our native birds already. Another 40% is in danger of going extinct because of these introduced hunting mammals. So we do have probably the highest extinction. This is as to what we call the beautiful female Australian rainbow lorikeet. No, me too. Sheila, yeah, somebody said it back. Sheila. Let's give her a nice. I was always going to be Sheila or Matilda. Now, beautiful, beautiful birds, but again, they're not native. And the problem is that very often people are rushing into getting them as pets. Beautiful birds, but they're very, very intelligent. Like a lot of Aussies are known. The Aussies are nodding, yes we are. Which means because they're so intelligent, they get bored very easy. A bored lorikeet is a nightmare. So people jump onto Google, they Google. You can stay right there. Just hold your arm out to the side like a perch. Just imagine like a tree. Okay, Sheila's just gonna land you, okay, so she won't hurt you. Good on you, mate. And just let go of that money when she grabs it. She brings it back to me. It's a $20 trick, and we make that money disappear. Who wants to see the $50 trick?